It's 3:30 a.m. on Easter morning. Our small 6-member mission team has spent over 20 hours traveling over 8,500 miles to worship with the growing congregation of Hatcliffe UMC just outside of Harare, Zimbabwe. The church here is small, built mostly out of what we could consider scraps. The roofing has holes, and the walls, if you can call them that, are incomplete. It was the best Easter any of us had ever had. Though tired and sore, we awoke at 3 a.m. to begin an Easter service like we'd never experienced before. The sounds of music, singing, and praise filled the chilly night air. We sang and worshiped for almost an hour before setting out to march down the street singing of the risen Christ. After the sunrise, we again came back to Hatcliffe, where we helped lead worship. We also had a little surprise up our sleeves. On the plane ride to Africa, we'd stuffed over 500 Easter eggs with candy, necklaces, and bracelets. During the service, we hid them around the church grounds. The children had no idea what an Easter egg was, or what was inside, but it only took a few minutes for them to hunt them all down and laugh and giggle as they ate candy and traded goodies. We weren't there to bring candy, nor were we there to worship for Easter. We were there because Hatcliffe UMC is growing. Over the past few years, Hatcliffe has been working on building a new sanctuary, parsonage, and office space. That is why we came. We came to help build a church. We came to help build a community. Once we arrived on Monday morning, we were met by a majority of the congregation who all came to help be a part of building their church. Even the children came to watch the church being built. For the most part, all we could do was sit back and watch how eager and excited they were to be working on their own place of worship. Plastering was the first task. We tried our hand at it, but all in all, we found it's a skill we just didn't possess. Once the lumber arrived, everyone had a hand in cutting, hammering, and building the roof trusses that would soon support a roof that only a few months ago had seemed like a distant dream. Once the trusses were finished, it was time to put them in place. With only sheer force and a lot of hands, all the trusses were hoisted onto the roof and put into place. The following morning, we began to put on the roof. The roof was paid by a donation from the Bishop of the South Carolina United Methodist Conference. With so much help from the congregation, the roof went up quickly. It was almost magical how easily the pieces went up without measuring devices or fancy equipment.
I'm happy today because this roof, and it's my first time to be on top of the roof. So I'm very happy because the roof is now at the end. Now it's the time to be finished. So I need to thank Robin, who encouraged me to climb through the ladder.
The team donated a new soccer ball to the children of Hatcliffe. It wasn't much, but it was something special for them. In less than 3 days, the new soccer ball had been played almost to popping. The leather skin of the ball was gone, a few bulges protruded from one side, and the rubber interior shone in many places. It was amazing to see how much use one ball could get and how much abuse it could take. All of the roofing, lumber, plumbing, and building supplies were purchased by the team while we were there.
I am really excited about the progress that the Hatcliffe Church has made. We are so grateful with the donation that we have received from South Carolina guys, and we really bless you guys. We bless the wonderful work that you have done. We have had you, I guess, now for the third time, and we are so grateful. Otherwise, we were struggling, and we could have not got to this point at this moment in time because of the challenge of resources.
The one thing we had a hard time finding was bricks. We needed 30,000 bricks to complete the sanctuary walls. 30,000 bricks that could be paid for by another donation from the South Carolina United Methodist Conference. Just when we thought we were going to have to leave without being able to purchase any bricks, we found a supplier that said they could deliver. The first load of 10,000 bricks arrived on Thursday evening. Each brick was loaded and unloaded from the truck by hand. On Friday, we had to say our goodbyes. We'd worked hard and played hard. After a short service to send us on our way, God blessed us again. As we were loading into the cars, a second truck with another 10,000 bricks arrived, and the third was coming. Soon, the pastor will be able to move into the parsonage, saving the church over $300 a month in rent, which should allow them to purchase the rest of the supplies needed to finish the church.
So we believe that through to the completion of the church, we are going to be using our resources in terms of the human resources, the people who belong here, who belong to our church. So I'm grateful for that.
We were able to leave Hatcliffe UMC with a roof, walls, and the bricks.
I may not be able to give the truthful explanation. You know what? When you get overexcited, language will fail you. But over and above everything else, I am happy to belong to this church, to belong to Hatcliffe family, where people work together, where people praise the Lord together.
Most importantly, we left the congregation of Hatcliffe with the motivation and the tools to finish the job. In return, they gave us a new family, friends, and community to call our own.